What's approaching the supreme moment, reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead.
What's good? Welcome back to the lab for another session to test out a maxed out unit. This is going to be the 100% potential super intelligence Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Now this was given out as part of the 3-year anniversary, and you actually do get 5 copies of this. So if you're lacking units within the Super Saiyan 3 category team and you do have the Bardock unit, this guy is a decent replacement or unit to include on the team. So let's go ahead and get started with the stats a little bit, just to provide a brief overview. So he himself has the category lead for the Super Saiyan 3, plus 3 key HP attack and defense by 33%. So a little bit play on the number 3 a little bit, but super attack, he does have the Super Kamehameha, which will cause supreme damage to enemy and also raises attack for 3 turns. In terms of the passive skill, it will increase Super Saiyan 3 category team allies by attack and defense by 33%. So decent passive skill there. And he's going to help out the rest of the team along with, let's say the Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku. So Link skills, he's got the Saiyan Warrior race, that's 700 to attack. Super Saiyan, 10% increase to attack. Experienced Fighters, 10% increase to attack. Kamehameha will increase attack by 2500 when super attack is launched. Over in a flash plus 3 key and limit breaking form is going to increase attack by 2000 when super attack is launched. So maxed out HP is at 9,967, attack is 9,233, and defense is 6,333. So a lot of the number 3 figures there. Again, so he does have the category lead, as it's not going to be anywhere close to the Super Saiyan 3 Bardock unit, but if you don't have that unit, this guy can be ran as a team. But 33%, let's be honest, really isn't much, so it's not going to help out that much. But he does offset it by the passive skill, where attack and defense will increase by 33% for the Super Saiyan category teammates. So if anything, the links, not the links, but the passive of this guy will provide probably the most advantage to the team overall, because if you are building a Super Saiyan 3 team and include this guy on there, yeah, it's going to help out not only himself but the overall team. So 33% toward attack and defense, that is going to add up, and if you're running it with the Bardock double lead, you're talking about a pretty big boost. And for this video, this guy will be linked up with the GT Goku and also the Bardock unit, because GT Goku provides 33% increase to attack for all allies, and then the Bardock unit does have the experienced fighter Link skills, that's 10%, and then once HP is less than 70%, Bardock does provide 40% increase to attack for all allies. So yeah, definitely helps out with pretty big boost. Even though the 40% is a little bit restricted, you have to wait till HP is below 70%, but when it does, you do feel the difference. And yeah, this guy, like I said, once the 3-year anniversary for Global starts in a matter of days now, this guy, like I said, 5 copies of this guy are going to be given out. So if you have the orbs, you could essentially max this guy out right off the bat, but not everybody wants to do that. So again, this is more or less, this video is for players that don't have enough units or lacking certain units within the Super Saiyan 3 team, and thinking about whether it's worth it to invest the orbs into this guy. Hopefully this will give you an idea of what his potential is. In my opinion, he's not that bad. He really isn't that bad, and he provides decent enough damage. This is obviously on boss rush stage 5, so it's decent enemies that he's facing, but and also GT Goku's linked up with him for the most part, so it is factoring 33% increase toward attack through his passive. But overall, this guy isn't too bad. He's not the greatest for sure, but he's a decent unit. So this is going to be Dokkan mode against the strength type Shenron unit. So we'll see how he does. Looks like the only thing active is probably Goku's 33%. increase to attack, and then Super Saiyan 3 Goku's 33%. So Bardock's passive really isn't active on this one, but at least he shares a few links, especially the experienced fighters. So not that many units do share that link skill, but you know, Bardock at least does, so that's gonna be advantageous to have that as a linked up partner. And then let's see, the Super Saiyan 3 Gohan unit does have the experienced fighter link skill, but unfortunately he's not available on global due to, you know, the I don't know, copyright or licensing, whatever the case is. But you know, unfortunately he's not available on global. But you know, Bardock and GT Goku are probably your best partners for this guy. But I mean, that could pretty much be said for any unit within this team setup. So you don't necessarily have to prioritize, you know, the rotations in that matter. I mean, obviously different units take precedence over that, especially if you do have, you know, the Extreme Z Awakened Super Saiyan 3 Goku or Angel Goku, or, you know, Gotenks units, or, you know, whatever units that are much more powerful than this guy. Honestly, this guy could probably just float around and provide support to the team overall, since, you know, like I said, the passive skill does provide 33% increase for attack and defense within this category team. So really, I mean, you could just have him as a floater. That might be your best option. That way, you know, everybody's getting the benefit, and he's providing decent enough damage. So, you know, just make your own decision whether it's worth it or not to max him out. And, you know, for some people watching, they might have already maxed this guy out over in JP. So, you know, if that applies to you, definitely leave a comment and let everybody know, you know, was he worth it or not to get to rainbow status. I am looking forward to the LR Gogeta and Vegito banner coming up pretty soon for JP. I know they're also coming out for global as well for the 3-year anniversary. Good luck to everybody, you know, pulling on the banners. Hopefully you guys get some pretty good luck and able to pull the units you're looking to pull. At least for 3-year anniversary for global coming up, there are a lot of good units within both the banners. And I heard something about tickets being given out as well. That's something that JP didn't have, you know, if I remember correctly. So that's an added bonus. I mean, like I said, I don't play global at all, so you know, I'm not sure as to the details behind that. But you know, any tickets are better than none. That's the way I look at it. So you know, hopefully that does help make the celebratory period a little bit better. You know, I guess the other thing worth mentioning too for global players is take a look at, well, I don't know if it's going to be celebrated in global, but it should be, because it's a pretty decent campaign event. But the Tanabata, you know, items that you can trade for up to 7 SSRs within a selection process of 77 units. You know, for global players, it might be worth looking at the list and, you know, planning ahead and what's available. I don't think they'll actually change the you know, 77 units included, so more than likely it's going to be the same. So, you know, it might be worth looking into it, at least taking a look at the list and kind of plan out which units you want to go ahead and you know, try and retrieve when it comes out on global. I mean, it only helps to plan things out, and yeah, I mean, that's my recommendation anyway. I mean, you have a brief glimpse of the future, what's coming up, so you might as well, you know, take advantage of that. That's probably the best way to put it. But hopefully for this, you know, for this guy, this kind of gave you a good idea, or a decent idea on you know, how this guy's performance is at 100% potential, you know, whether it's worth it to invest the orbs or not. Like I said, you do get 5 copies as part of the celebration period, so I think on the very first day the period starts, they give out these copies. So, you know, make your own decision, but hopefully this helped get an idea. All right.